Hey, what's up, you fucks? I'm back with another, hopefully shorter, and I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I probably am, but fuck it, whatever. DVD and Blu-ray update for August 28th, my birthday, and I just got some cool shit in the mail, so really happy about that. I'm gonna show it off for you guys, but I'm gonna try and get into this quick because I got a lot. I think I have a lot more than last time. So we'll get into the non-horror stuff if I can fucking get it. Alright, let's do this. Grab a handful. If I sound fucking weird, it's because at work everyone's getting sick, so I got a little bit of a stuffy nose and whatnot. Eastern Bandits. Don't really know anything about it, but I wanted to get something new, something different. So, Eastern Bandits. I don't know anything about it other than what's on the back, which doesn't really tell much. Killers, I got this. It's one of the Well Go USA. You can't really see it. You see the logo a little bit right there. It's about a vigilante and a serial killer. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not really into. Well, I am into Korean type horror movies like Old Boy and I Saw the Devil, but I don't know what I'm saying there. Resurrected Champ. I got this because I want to watch it with my cousin. He's really into boxing. He's really into boxing movies. And I've never heard of it, never seen it. Hopefully he's never seen it. Give that a watch. The Campaign. This is a movie that I forgot about. Saw it there again. $3. Decided to get it. Never seen it before. Rated R. Seems like it's going to be okay. When did it come out? Let's see. Can you see it? Can I see it? 2012. I have to check that out. The Boondock Saints. I could have got part 2, but it was $5. I was running low on money. I said that really fast. I could have gotten the sequel, but it was $5 also, and I was running short on money. This is a movie I've never seen. My ex-girlfriend, she hyped this movie up a lot. Loves this movie. I have friends right now I talk to who were just recently talking about this movie, how much they liked it. I've never seen it, never really had a desire to watch it, but I figured, what the hell, give it a go. If I like it enough, I'll get the sequel. Boondock Saints. Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. I think he's the big name there now. In Bruges. Or in Bruges? In Bruges? I don't know. I got it for the Colin Farrell collection. Honestly. I don't really know much about it. Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. Fight Club. I like Fight Club. Never owned it. Got this the same day as I got Seven on DVD. The movie Seven. With some blaxploitation, Coffee, Friday Foster. I like Coffee. If you guys like blaxploitation, you like Pam Grier, that's a good one to have. I still haven't watched Friday Foster, but maybe one day I'll give it a watch. I will give it a watch, definitely. It's just, I gotta find time. I got so many things right now, man. So many things to watch. Speaking of which, if I can get it, let's see, can I get it? Okay. I got this. My coworker, Danny, has been hyping up. This is not the whole thing, by the way. This is not the box set. She's been hyping up Game of Thrones. I've been hearing a lot of talk about Game of Thrones ending, so I decided, give me something to watch. I'd get the Game of Thrones on DVD. I don't want to watch it on computer. I want to stream that shit. My internet got turned off, and now I'm just buying as much as I can. But it came in like this. It shows 1 through 6, but it came with 3, which is what I ordered. I ordered the first 3, got them pretty cheap. I think it was like $34 for the whole thing. Not finished with the first season yet. I'm digging it. I am a fan. I can see why people like it, definitely. Well, it's third season. Season 2. I know about a lot of stuff that happens because people post it on Facebook. They make memes. So I know about people, certain characters who die. I know about things like the Red Wedding, some of the fights and stuff. So I'm not completely out of the loop as far as Game of Thrones, but I am watching it from beginning to end, and I'm digging it right now. Let's see what else we got. This is all non-horror, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. My brain is loopy. I'm not on drugs. I'm not on medication or anything. I just have been kind of out of it. This is Zoolander. Tushy Squeeze. I don't know why I said the name of the thing, but you can see what it's called. I don't know why I'm doing that. Grown Ups 2. I like the first Grown Ups one. I know there are people who don't like it. People who think Adam Sandler hasn't made a good movie since the 90s. Some people who think he's never made a good movie. But I like the first Grown Ups. I don't know if I like this one as much because I like the camaraderie of all the characters in the first movie with Rob Schneider. And of course, he's not in this movie. And some people are like, what's the big deal? Rob Schneider's not in it. I like Rob Schneider in the first movie. They make fun of him and shit. Heavyweights. My favorite live-action Disney film. This is a movie that I had on VHS, the big clamshells, those big, thick clamshell cases, for a long time. And I finally have this now. Got a young Kenan Thompson in it from Saturday Night Live. Also has Ben Stiller in it. And if you've ever seen this movie in Dodgeball, he plays a really similar character in this movie that he does in Dodgeball. His character is similar. His character in this is similar to the one he plays in Dodgeball. Fuck, man. People are gonna mute this shit. Okay. Close for Fire. I actually enjoyed the hell out of this movie. Caveman movie. Just no English at all. Just all. I don't know if it's made up language or just language I don't understand, but it's got Ray Don Chong naked through the entire thing. Tommy Chong's daughter. If you don't know, now you know. And I was gonna grab another movie to follow up with that, and now I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Speaking of caveman movies, 10,000 BC. I can't remember if I've seen this or not. I don't think I have, but I know. Rainbow Raft for Life. Matt just reviewed this. He wasn't a fan, but I wanted to get it because this is during the time I was doing the warrior and sword movie marathon when I didn't have cable. I decided to go through those, and that was when I didn't have that one to watch. Batman vs Superman. I dug it. Again, people just shit all over certain movies, and I don't see it. And it felt a little weird at times. It felt a little bit rushed, but I thought it was good. I thought Ben Affleck was good as Batman. Yeah, the whole thing with Doom, they did rush a few things like Doomsday and just put a bunch of characters in there randomly, like the Flash and Aquaman and all these characters and stuff, but it worked out okay. And speaking of rushed movies, another movie that people shit on, but I like it. But there's always a but. It did feel rushed. Something about it is just off. The pacing is off. I don't know what it is. The way the movie just unfolds, it's like we started in the middle of a movie already when it starts. But I liked it. I thought the characters were fun. I wouldn't mind a sequel. I like El Diablo. I'm kind of bummed out that he won't be in the next one. I know Joker and Harley Quinn were like the big thing from this movie. Even though the Joker was not going to have a big role in it, people still kind of got hyped up about that. TV shows, got Game of Thrones. I got the first season of one of my favorite shows, Highlander. And this is Duncan MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod. Got this pretty cheap, used online. I want to get the other ones, but they're just so much money, man. I'm a fan of this movie. I like the intro, the Queen intro. Not this movie, this series. I do like the movie too, but I like the series. I'd probably say it's my favorite property from the franchise. From the entire Highlander franchise. I do love the movie, but I probably like the show more. Reign of Fire. A movie I think is underrated. It's a lot of fun. It's about dragons in the modern age. Dragons are real, and they stumble across them bitches, and they set things on fire. Matthew McConaughey is good in it. Christian Bale is good in it. Who else is in this? Gerard Butler. Way before 300. Doesn't say the year it came out because it's Buena Vista. Those motherfuckers. Oh, there it is, right there. Blockbuster sticker, 2003. Not that long before 300, but still. Before he became like a well-known person. Let's get these out of the way. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. Got this at the pawn shop. You need 10 movies for the $15 deal. And I got this. I've missed so much wrestling. I am a wrestling fan, but I've missed so much. I just got this because, I needed one. I couldn't find anything else, anything better. So I got that. Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen. This is one I had a bootleg of. One of my favorite WB documentaries. Really awesome doc. Especially if you're a fan of the old NWA, old WCW, Ric Flair, and the Four Horsemen. This is another one I got. I got this with Andre the Giant. I couldn't find it for some reason. I lost it in my own room. But I got this in a double pack with Andre the Giant, that DVD that came out years ago. I've never seen this. I've seen a lot of the matches on here, but I've never seen this particular set. I do have the definitive set, the purple and gold. I have that one, so that'd be cool to put beside that. Ric Flair, Nature Boy. So, Blu-ray, Pompeii. Again, a movie I wanted during my marathon of swords. I never found it, and kind of coincidental because I found this right after I got that Game of Thrones set. And of course, there's Jon Snow. You know nothing, Jon Snow. It's got the dude from Suicide Squad. Just noticed that. Pirates of the Caribbean 3, or Caribbean. I like the first movie. I watched it again. I think I had my last update that I had a Pirates movie. I think I got part 2. Maybe it was part 1. I can't remember. But yeah, I figured I'd get this. Go ahead. It was cheap. Give that a watch one day. I just realized, when I was looking these up, that they had made another Pirates movie. I'm like, fuck. Hell or High Water. This is a new movie. I found this at the pawn shop as well. I kept hearing a lot of praise about this. I don't really know what it's about. I don't know anything about it really. But yeah, I heard people in my groups on Facebook talking about it, hyping it up pretty good. Hell or High Water. A thrillingly good movie. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Rotten Tomatoes. I don't give a shit about that. Superman 1, 2, 3, and 4. I had the first two, and now I got these two, and it came like this. This is pretty cool. It came in a little Ziploc bag, a little Ziploc bag. There's some features on all of them, it looks like. So that's cool to be able to watch them with commentary and stuff. It's a commentary by Dick Donner. No. Oh fuck. That's okay. That's alright. I finally have this, one of my long time hit list items. A Sword and Sorcery collection. Deathstalker 1, 2, Barbarian Queen, and The Warrior and the Sorceress with David Carradine. I had Barbarian Queen 2 for the longest time. I had Deathstalker 2, 3, and 4. Now I finally have Deathstalker 1. So, and I gotta sneeze. Special features on the first two movies, the Deathstalker 1 and 2, but there's nothing else going on other than probably trailers. I didn't look through the whole thing. Best of the Best 2 and out of print DVD. I ordered this way back a few months ago from Canada, and it never came. So I looked again and found this again for cheap. Not cheap, I mean, for the movie itself, it's probably not worth as much as I paid for it, but yeah, I found it again, and now I have it. Got to listen to Philip Bree, who was Tommy Lee right there. His commentary track, got to listen to him, and who was it? The director. Got to hear them talk about some stuff that was going on and everything. It was cool. I like this movie. I like the first one more, but I do like this movie. I think all the best are okay. Part 3 has like Nazis or skinheads or something. Super Troopers. Just heard about it today, about Super Troopers 2. Going to be released 4/20/2018. Pretty excited about that. Got this at Walmart. This is the little collector's artwork set. Surprised they actually showed that on the case. Johnny Chimpo. Here's a movie if you want to check out some gore that's not horror. Riki-O. The Story of Riki. Watched this with my cousin. He had a blast with it. And I liked it too. I mean, it's a great movie. I mean, it's not a great movie. It's a kind of a bad movie, but it's so much fun. Riki-O. The Story of Riki. Gotta get those anime. 2010, the year we made contact. A sequel to 2001: A Space Odyssey, starring Roy Scheider and John Lithgow. I can't remember if I've seen this or not. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I don't think no, I haven't. Whatever, fuck it. Let's see. We don't got too much more. Oh, yes, we do. Holy shit. Okay. Speaking of anime, I'm trying to run through these real fast. Ninja Scroll, the movie. I may end up getting the series at some point, but that's the movie. Anime movie. Akira, which is top notch, I think. The 25th anniversary edition. It comes with 3 tracks, audio tracks. The Japanese original are the remastered Japanese 2009 track, the original English track from 1988, and the remastered English track from 2001. We listened to the original 88 track just because it sounded better to us. My cousin loved this movie. He loves Dragon Ball Super, the new show that's out right now. So I decided I'd get some anime for him to watch, and watched Akira. Enjoyed the hell out of it. And still got 2 more things in non-horror. I'm already at my old whatever. Gurren Lagann, one of my favorite anime. This is the complete collection. I believe there was, how many episodes were there? I don't know. It says 775 minutes, so that's a fuckload. There's some extras on here. The extras are what? Preview of episode 6, televised version of episode 6, text list opening and endings, US and Japanese trailers, Bandai previews, Yoko goes to Gainax. I love the show. I watched it during the Anna Monday block years ago on Sci-Fi Channel. It came on after ECW on the Sci-Fi Channel. I think it's pretty easy to get into. It messes with you at times, you know, with characters and stuff. Oh, it's like, you like this character? Okay, let's see what happens to him. No spoilers. Hopefully they didn't spoil anything. Speed, again, one of the Walmart collector's slipcase things. Looks better than the. I mean, it's basic as fuck, the cover right here, but it looks better than this. Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. It'd be cool to watch this again. I only had it on VHS, so it'd be nice to watch it. All these are ones that I had on VHS as well. The Arnold Schwarzenegger collection, the Comedy Favorites collection. Love Twins. I had it on tape. Love Kindergarten Cop. Never had it before. Never owned it. Never seen Junior. And then we watched Junior. My cousin and I we watched Twins, and I watched Junior by myself. And I gotta say, I'm not a fan of Junior. I don't like that movie. If you want to watch a DeVito and Schwarzenegger movie, watch Twins. Skip Junior. You know, if you want to watch Batman and Robin, go ahead, but enter at your own risk on that one. Fuck, dude. I keep looking over here and I'm noticing all these things I have. Alright, so as I was getting Superman and Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad, I decided I want to get these. That's Batman from 89, or is it 88? 89. Got that finally on DVD. I had it on VHS for years. Got the sequel. I was fidgeting over here with stuff. Got Euro Trip. Like, I'm trying to rush now because I know I'm way fucking behind on this. This is the non-horror stuff, and the horror stuff is coming up soon. Fuck. Euro Trip, this is not the unrated version. I should have got the unrated version yesterday at Big Lots when I got all this other stuff, but are those Eastern Bandits? They had the unrated version of Euro Trip. I love Euro Trip. I think it's a fun movie. A lot of fun in that movie. Fuck, I can't talk. Scotty does it. No, The Bay. Did I show this off last time? I don't know. It's a found footage movie. It's done in the way of like a government cover up with these sea louse. It's actually they're not zombies or anything, but the things they're killing the people, fucking people up pretty bad. And it's done in almost like a Skype interview with footage from news and people's phones and stuff. It's pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. One hell of a creepy eco horror pick. It's actually like it crosses a couple different genres. It's a creature feature, and it's a found footage movie. So you get both of those with this. You ever seen it? You want some found footage you never seen before? Check that one out. Let's see. Annabelle. I was gonna go try to see the new Annabelle movie, but I just couldn't get around to it. I liked it. I know people hate it. I know it gets a lot of hate, but I like it a lot. I enjoy it. Not a lot. I would say I enjoy it. There are things about it that are really creepy, like the part when she throws the baby. I like that part. It's like, oh shit, that type of thing. The Conjuring. Heard a lot of bad things, heard a lot of good things. I heard mostly good things, actually. But you get people saying, PG-13 horror, it sucks and all that. So you really don't know what to believe with people sometimes. But I wanted it. I wanted to check it out, and I enjoy it. I like the Warrens, the Warren characters. There are Warrens, right? Yeah, the Warren, Ed and Lorraine Warren. I thought it was pretty good. Conjuring 2. That character right there is going to have its own spin-off, The Nun. I was reading about it, and I'm thinking, there was a movie called The Nun. It was this low-budget indie horror movie called The Nun years ago. I liked it. I'm digging these Conjuring movies. I want a part 3. I'm a fan of part 3. God damn it. Let's see. House on Haunted Hill double feature. I like the first House on Haunted Hill. The remake is. I'm a fan of the remake, and I like the original, but I've never seen Return to House on Haunted Hill. I don't know anything about it other than that Jeffrey Combs is in it. It's Rita Vincent. So it'll be a first time watch. Return to House on Haunted Hill. Part 2, basically. It's cool. Quadruple feature. I don't know what this is, Coma. They could have left this off and it would have been fine. But I'm glad I finally have Bad Moon. I love Bad Moon. One of my favorite werewolf movies. And I'm glad to have Body Snatchers on DVD. I had it on tape. And it's a remake of The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That movie's been remade 3 times. In the 70s with Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Donald Sutherland. This one from the 90s. And then in the 2000s with Nicole Kidman and the latest James Bond. What's his name? The blonde James Bond. Yeah. But Bad Moon is the main reason I got this. Bad Moon and Body Snatchers. I had Wolfen already. But those two are the main course here. Rituals. People were talking about Deliverance and Southern Comfort, which I like both of those movies. And they were like, Southern Comfort and Rituals are better than Deliverance. So I'm like, what the fuck is Rituals? Let me look it up. And it's basically a Canadian Deliverance. Also called The Creeper and the Canadian Creeper. This would be a first time watch. I've never seen it. Gothic horror. Do I have anything over there? Am I missing something? I am missing something that's pissing me off. God damn it. Triloquist. This is a trippy fucking movie. It took me about 20 minutes to realize that these characters were the bad guys. I'm like, oh shit. It's so weird though. It makes no sense. It's entertaining, but again, it makes no fucking sense how most of this stuff happens. Triloquist is weird. 7. Brad Pitt got this the same day as Fight Club. It was pretty neat to find 2 Brad Pitt movies that I enjoy. Not to say I dislike Brad Pitt, but it was cool to find them at the same time. I love this movie. There's a constant debate on which one is better, this or Silence of the Lambs. They're both good. There's no reason to fucking make them fight each other. Document the definitive document of the dead. This is what is it? It's a long fucking documentary. Not like the length of the movie itself, but how long they filmed it. There's a lot of footage from Dawn of the Dead, and it's a documentary on the Dawn of the Dead, 1978, the George Romero classic. And I still haven't seen it, but yeah, I got this because I wanted to watch some documentaries on stuff. And I got this, and with that, I ordered that. That was what I ordered. And the guy, the seller on eBay, sent this as a bonus. In Search of Dracula. It's a documentary, I think, on vampires and Dracula and stuff like that. So I haven't seen this either, but yeah, that'd be cool to check out. Speaking of documentaries, John Carpenter, Fear is Just the Beginning. The man in his movies. This looks like this is a really shitty cover. I wish they had chosen something different, but it's a documentary on John Carpenter. So I haven't watched this yet. It's never been opened. And it's only an hour long, but there's interviews and stuff with different people like Greg Nicotero, Deborah Hill, Alice Cooper, Stacy Keach, Adrienne Barbeau, Kurt Russell, Peter Fonda, Jamie Lee Curtis, Nick Castle. A bunch of different people for different movies that he worked on. I'm stuttering, or not stuttering, I'm fucking up my words here. But yeah, another documentary I wanted, just because I wanted some documentaries, yeah. The Green Inferno, Blu-ray. I'm a fan of Eli Roth, I'm a fan of this movie, and I still haven't watched this with a documentary, and that's the main reason I got this, was for not the documentary, the commentary. Yeah, I love the commentary. I love Eli Roth's commentaries. Ghost in the Machine. Do not get it confused with Ghost in the Shell. A serial killer called the Phone Book Killer gets into a... Fuck it. I just want to finish this. I keep looking at the time, like 32, man. 32 is coming up. Now it's at 32 minutes. It's got the main chick from Leprechaun 2 in it. She's like a babysitter. And it's got the kid from The Sandlot, the one from the rival group, the one that's going back and forth with Ham, trading insults. It's got him in it. He's the lead kid in this movie. Scarecrows. Did I show this off last time? Whatever, fuck it. Awesome Scarecrow movie. Probably the best Scarecrow movie. Scream Factory. Demons. Lamberto Bava. Need part 2, but part 1 is awesome. Shin Godzilla. Didn't really know what to expect with this. I love Godzilla. I love Godzilla, the franchise as a whole. And yeah, I like this. This was pretty damn good as far as Godzilla's movies go. Really awesome. Overrated as fuck. I know people love this movie. I'll probably get shit for this if anyone watches this far in. But Inside is just overrated. So overrated. People act like this is one of the best movies ever made. I don't get it. It was okay. Going to Pieces, another documentary. Again, I went a little documentary crazy there. Just buying up stuff I could think of. Get this out of the way. This is a neat one. The Wicker Man, Anchor Bay, wooden box version. That's the theatrical version. And open this up. There's the extended version. A little bit of a wonky setup, but you're not putting this on the shelf. It's way bigger than the normal DVD. The Changeling, starring George C. Scott. Look how big that thing is. And there's a bug right there. Fly. The Changeling. Never seen this movie. Heard a lot of people talk about it. Say good things about it. It'll be cool to check it out. Finally. La Profecía 3. Omen 3, the final conflict. I needed this. I still need the TV movie and the remake, and I'll have all the Omen films. I like this. I'm probably going to like these movies a lot more after watching the Omen Legacy, the documentary that came on the first movie. I love that documentary. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. My ex-girlfriend last year, who is a fucking bad chick, you know. She's awesome. Was gonna get this for me one day. I don't think she, if I remember right, she didn't know if I had this, so she didn't get it for me. But no, I never had this, never owned it. I had the fucking remake with Vince Vaughn in the other movies, but I never had the original. That now I have it. Thinking of you, Toxie. Altered States, another movie I've never seen. Heard a lot about. Wanted to check it out last year. Just didn't had it. I had no means of doing so. This would be cool to check out. Altered States. Got this yesterday right here. $3. The Scream Factory Collector's Edition. It's a DVD, but still $3 for the Scream Factory. Never been opened. I think these are previously viewed. I can't remember. It might be, but whatever. It's $3 for a Scream Factory. One of my favorite zombie movies. One of my favorite George Romero movies. Awesome. And it has the new documentary, World to End, The Legacy of Day of the Dead. So that's going to be cool to check out. Okay, what are we at? We're not at 40 yet. Okay. Hollow Man. I dig it. I've never seen part 2. I like Hollow Man. Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. I got it because I wanted to replace the VHS on my shelf with this. Just make some room. Because the VHS tape, is the same size as 2 DVDs on the shelf. Hold Your Breath. Don't know anything about it. Got it for the deal, the $15 deal at the pawn shop. So I guess it'll be cool to check this out. I don't even know. I'll probably watch it with somebody. Here's some. I think this is out of print, but I got this. I'm a huge fan of it. I watched it again a couple days ago or yesterday, and I still like it. Rest in peace, Tobe Hooper. He, of course, directed this movie, and he passed away yesterday. So yeah, rest in peace to the Texas legend, Tobe Hooper. I like this movie. I don't know if you. This movie, it has bad CGI, but there's a movie out that just came out called Freshwater, and it has way worse CGI than this, and it's 17 years ago. Speaking of Scream Factory, I got the Steelbook Scream Factory edition of The Fog. It's got Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, there's me. Quote right there. There's the disc. Clean Steelbook. Got this brand new for really cheap. I can't remember how much I got it for, but it was so cheap. Speaking of Blu-rays, we could do this right now. I got this yesterday, or I got this 2 days ago. And this is the version 2 of the Halloween Anchor Bay / Scream Factory set. And I think the only difference is it doesn't have the producer's cut of Halloween 6, which I'm not crying a river about because I don't really care for that movie. I've seen the original. I've seen the producer's cut ending. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Rats, Night of Terror. Got this today. This came in today. Really glad to have this. Fun Italian creature feature from Bruno Mattei, or Mattei, whatever. Another movie I got today. This is all mail day stuff for my birthday. Never been open. Look at that shit. Out of print. Got it pretty cheap. I don't think it was $8 either. It might have been $8. But Bug. Out of print. What does it say on the back? They call them what? Bizarre, fiery, deadly breed of foot-long cockroaches. That just spells fun to me. It is fun. I haven't seen it on I haven't seen it in years. I saw it on YouTube, and I hate watching movies on YouTube. I'd rather just sit back and watch a movie on my bed on my TV. Another thing that came today, Swamp Thing. I remember watching it as a kid. I haven't watched this in probably 20 years, literally 20 years. But I liked it when I first saw it. I like Swamp Thing as a character himself. I'm a fan of the character, the comics, and all that good stuff. The Return of Swamp Thing, another thing that came today. These probably aren't horror, but whatever. This movie I've seen way more than the original, just because I owned it for a long time on tape. But I like this movie. I've liked it ever since I first saw it. It's way more fun than the first movie, and I haven't seen the first movie in a long time. I know it's not nowhere near as fun or as entertaining as entertaining wise as far as the type of movie it is. It's way more of a comic book superhero movie. The first one's, if I remember right, the first one's way more slow paced. But I like this movie. I like Swamp Thing. I like the way he looks, and I think he looks 10 times better than he did in the first movie. I like the kids with their Playboy magazines and all that stuff. I like it. I dig the hell out of it. And we're not getting off Swamp Thing just yet. Swamp Thing, the series, and this is what? From Shout Factory, it has 22 episodes, season 1 and 2. I remember watching this, and I watched this when it was a rerun years ago on the USA Network. And I always liked the intro. I don't remember anything about this movie, about this show, except for the intro. So it'd be cool to revisit this. Love Swamp Thing. Last but not least, Volume 2, Swamp Thing, the series. And there's 72 episodes. So that means we still have a few left. First 26 episodes of the series, 50 episode run. Wow. Oh man. I'm ready to check these out. I haven't watched these again in years and years and years. I'm ready for it. My body is ready. So 43 minutes in. We'll go another minute because fuck it. Why not? There was one more thing, and I was thinking about it when I said gothic horror, and it made me think of the 4 film set of the Hammer Dracula movies, because I have 4 of those somewhere over there. And I'm a fan of Christopher Lee's Dracula. He's my favorite version of Dracula. Get that glare on. But I couldn't find it. I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe if there's something in here I haven't seen, if you've seen it, leave some comments. If Killersaurus here on YouTube, the guy that comments, my buddy on here. They had Tales from the Dark Side, and I'm probably gonna try and get that in a couple months. But they do have Tales from the Dark Side up there where I work. So I'll try and get that sometime in the future, and we'll get a top 13 going. Top 13 episodes, Tales from the Dark Side. But until then, you guys fuck off. I got work to do.